I have a confession to make. When I started coming up with the idea for this video, I was going to come onto my YouTube channel and tell you all that I did in fact lie in another one of my videos. The video in question being the one where I claimed that the Sydney Sleeper is the worst sniper rifle in the game. However, while making this video that you're all watching right now, and the one that 70% of you who are currently watching aren't subbed, you should change that. Please hit the button. Thank you. I learned something shocking that I'm going to share with you today. See, in that last video, everyone was trying to tell me that the Sydney Sleeper wasn't the worst sniper rifle and that the Classic was instead. And I've come here today to tell you that that is just not true. The Classic is better than the Sydney Sleeper. There, I've said it, and I'm as surprised as you all are. I never thought that was the sentence that would be leaving my mouth, but I went into this video thinking I would be admitting to falsely accusing a weapon of being the worst, but when I started using the Classic, I actually really enjoyed using it. Like, way more than I thought I would. There's so many good things about the Classic that the Sydney Sleeper just doesn't have, and all of the good things about the Sydney Sleeper that the Classic doesn't have don't really matter, and they aren't as good as the benefits of the Classic. For example, the not needing to scope in. It's actually a really fun little feature, and it's a lot more useful than you would think. Being able to actually also headshot with this gun is absolutely incredible, something that the Sydney Sleeper doesn't have and can't do. Which, you know, is kind of important while playing sniper. Like, hitting headshots is how you do most of your damage, so taking that away, it's really already not looking good for the Sydney Sleeper. Now, I probably do need to say that the Classic isn't perfect by any means, absolutely not. Not being able to headshot until you are fully scoped in isn't amazing. However, it is not nearly as bad as I thought it was to start with. Especially in Enclosure, which is the map I was playing, I had lots of time to charge it up, find a target, and most of the time miss my shot. But on the occasions that I didn't miss, it felt absolutely amazing to hit somebody with a 450 damage no-scope headshot. And also being able to scope in and also aim your headshots like that and play with it like a normal sniper rifle if you wanted to, that's also pretty nice. But I went for the no-scopes a lot of the time so I could see more of what was going on, and a lot of the time I forgot to scope back in, so that was kind of on me. But either way you play with the Classic, that feature is just really fun. Being able to look around while you're actually charging it up means it doesn't feel like you're just sitting there waiting for it to charge, and that's why it doesn't feel like the charge time is as long. It's a nice little feature that no other sniper rifle has that makes the Classic unique, that actually is quite a useful feature as well. Also, I know I had a lot of people saying that the Sydney Sleeper was a utility weapon and it was used to only help your team and not really get kills, which is true, and I believe I said that, but I don't think it is a good utility weapon. Like, yeah, cool, it's a utility weapon, it helps your team, it's just not a very good one, at least in my opinion. By the time you've actually charged the Sydney Sleeper enough to get a good amount of Durati time on the enemy, you've dealt far too much damage to actually make that Durati even useful or even worth it. You do far more damage to somebody, and that means that then the person is on lower health and most of the time takes one shot and they're dead, even without the Durati damage. Especially if you shoot in the lighter classes, you've killed that person charging up the whole time, and it's taking you the full charge up time. The Durati part was pointless. You could have just headshot them with the default sniper rifle. And it actually just works the same way. So if you were going for smaller amounts of damage, but to try and cover more people in Durati, then the Durati doesn't last long enough to really do anything with it, or for your team to really do anything with it. Unless, of course, they are literally right on top of the enemy at the time. Then it's useful. So yes, technically this is a utility weapon, but I genuinely don't think it is a very good utility weapon. The benefits of the Classic for me greatly outweigh the benefits of the Sydney Sleeper, and the damage that the Classic can do versus the damage the Sydney Sleeper can do makes it just a way better sniper rifle. Like, yeah, cool, you can cover your whole team in Durati, but you don't need to do that if you can just deal more damage way faster. And this whole video isn't me saying that either of these sniper rifles even come close to comparing to the stock sniper rifle, the Machina, or even the Bizarre Bargain. Like, these two sniper rifles are fighting to not be last. But I think the Classic is a lot closer to the top 3 sniper rifles than the Sydney Sleeper is. And I would genuinely recommend jumping into a server and trying out the Classic. I had a way better time than I thought I would have, and the gun is just insanely fun to use. To start with, it definitely feels a little bit weird, but once you get used to it, it becomes pretty normal, and you know, you can pull off some pretty cool stuff with it. But anyway, that is going to do it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you leave the video a like, also comment and subscribe. check out my social links, I guess. And with that, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.